Alyssa Markel. I promise I'll make a better title soon, yeah. Hey guys. Oh, I'm charging my phone and I totally just almost knocked it out of my hand. Part one is in the description box below. So if you haven't watched that one yet, don't watch this one yet. Watch that one, and then there will be in that description box a link to this video if you can't just go back to it. You guys can figure it out, I'm sure. But yeah, go watch part one before you watch this one if you haven't yet. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy part two. To know that people see me as just a disgusting, diseased person. I was never bullied, which blows my mind because all of the kids in my class took up for me, for my size, for my skin, how I looked. I realized how lucky I am to have had such great peers because none of them ever mentioned it to me. They might have said something behind my back, which, like, I remember one time I used to wear these little white gloves. Look how little! I used to wear them when I was younger, when I first started going to school, because my dermatologist said it would keep some of the germs from getting on my hands and when I scratched and stuff. I remember this so well because I think it was the first time I was like, these people have my back. There was a sub and she seen me wearing the gloves, and I always had a purse, which is really funny to see, like, a 5-year-old with a purse and white gloves. Like, I'm sure you would be like, what? She came up to me and said something along the lines of, oh, do you think you're a princess or something? And my best friend at the time, which was the tallest girl in the class, and I was obviously the shortest girl in the class, she was like, she has a skin disease. She was my OG BFF, and she had my back that day. I remember that so vividly, her just being like, she has a skin disease. Like, screw you, lady. Don't be rude. And most of the time, it's middle-aged men and middle-aged women who confront me, or the person I'm with, because people don't talk to me directly. And it's always blown my mind. And once my skin cleared up, I was losing more and more sight. So once I stopped getting confronted about my skin, I had to deal with using a blind cane for the first time and having to deal with people confronting me about that. And I think that's why it was so hard for me to use it, because I thought I just got over dealing with people confronting me about my appearance, and now they're gonna continue to confront me about my appearance or what I have in my hand. Now it's worse because they don't even talk to me. They talk to the person I'm with. It's just dehumanizing once you put up with it over and over and over and over again, because you just feel like people don't see you as a person, they see you as your disability. One thing that's always killed me is my skin was more debilitating than my vision has ever been, and people think it's just an appearance thing. It is not. I couldn't bend my elbows or my knees, the folds of my knees. I couldn't walk when the blisters were on the bottom of my feet. When air hit my face, because usually when my skin breaks out, I just shiver. So when air would hit, like, any exposed skin, it hurt. It was like windburn. I itched all over. I felt like I was a distraction to other people, not only myself, because a teacher would come over and be like, hey, like, you're scratching again. And to me, it was embarrassing, which I'm glad they did it, and they would try to do it quietly, but it would start making me get distracted in class and be like, oh my god, like, did everybody notice? Probably, because I would sit there and you would just hear this, like, constantly. It was hard to know that I was so different. A lot of people don't accept people who are different still. And we're seeing that now with Black Lives Matter, and they get it so much worse than people with disabilities. We get looked at like we're stupid and they belittle us. But with POC, they get looked at like they're a threat, even if they haven't done anything. I feel dumb posting this video right now when so many other things are going on. But I want people to think about just how I've been treated. And then imagine that being way worse and more aggressive. That's just if you can't get behind this movement, because I know a lot of people that can't. So just kind of have empathy. Try to make it click in your head of people you know who have had to deal with discrimination. And I'm not trying to compare it, I just want people to be able to maybe relate it in a way that they might be able to understand. I want people to stand up for me if they see someone being rude to me because of my differences. I would want someone to stand up for me. So just keep that in mind when looking at what's going on in the world. Show that you understand that they are going through something you will never understand, even if you are there, because I have a lot of guilt still for putting my family through all of this, which shouldn't be on me. I didn't cause any of my health problems. It was not my fault that I was born with atopic dermatitis. Sometimes I still see myself as what I seen when I looked in the mirror in middle school, when my skin was like falling off and I looked like Freddy Krueger to me. So I kind of adapted to that, and I would just be like, oh yeah, I look like a hideous monster. And that's very detrimental to someone's outlook on themselves. And I'm still working on my outlook on myself, because I know what I used to look like, you know? It wasn't normal. And I was reminded of that every day, which I did not look like a monster. But I would tell myself that because it was that phase that you go through in middle school and high school where all you care about is your appearance. It cracks me up when people are like, oh, you're broken out. I'm like, no, I'm not. No. No, no, no. I'm gonna stop you right there. No, no, no. I am not broken out. Your brain is broken out because you don't comprehend how bad it used to be. And if I don't feel pain, it's not broken out. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with my skin right now. And I have to remind myself of that all the time, because I'll have like a bump or two and I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, girl, you used to almost die over your skin head to toe being broken out. You used to not have hair because your scalp was broken out. You need to calm down. You need to calm down. You need a reality check right now. It's hard for people to understand that atopic dermatitis is more than how you look. I still have itchiness and allergies a little bit, but they are nothing compared to what it used to be. So I don't have a problem with it as much. I get irritated still, yeah, but I have to check myself and say, hey, remember what it used to be? Okay. I just want to thank you guys for watching me rant about atopic dermatitis. I hope it informed you a little bit. And I am definitely gonna make more videos because I have so much to say. So much to say. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear about, what you want me to go more in depth about, and yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember to stay weird. These outros are always awkward because I don't know what to say, so. Peace.